I am Slick Nick, your personal certified Enneagram coach. Let's talk about Enneagram 4s and Enneagram 7s. Now, if you ask me, when I was a boy, I was a 4. I wanted to feel special. And in hindsight, and raising a son who has a younger sister, I can put it in better perspective. I've even had this conversation with my 5th grade son about his kindergartner sister. I said, look, part of the reason you feel this frustration and you want to stand out and feel special is because you were 5.5 when she was born. You had lived a lot of your life before she came in the picture. And you're still sorting that out, trying to stand out and feel special. So what I told him is, you got to let her do her thing. She's the cute little girl. You're not competing with the cute little girl. All you have to be is yourself. You're a 5th grade boy who's really smart and creative and really good at Taekwondo. And it's time for you to evolve into being that big brother. You're not competing with her. So that's a conversation I had with my son quite recently. And I talked to him openly about the concept of scarcity mindset versus abundance mindset, which in his business class, he was learning about that already. So I was like, great. I love it that my son already knows about this and not simply just for me. And we need to talk about this because for me, I'm an Enneagram 7. I'm the optimist. I see the good in everything. And when I'm presented with a problem, I immediately use my creativity to figure out a solution. I don't see an empty pocket. I see a pocket that we can put something in. That's how I see it. Or as the cliche goes, glass half full. But for me, that's too pessimistic for me. I'm like, no. Even if it only is halfway full, we can fill it even more and we can have so much that stuff's coming out of it, we need more glasses. Okay, that's me, Enneagram 7, the ultimate optimist. So much so that on the downside, I'm a little removed from negative emotions. It's hard for me to feel grief or sadness or, negative things like that. Anger I can sense, but I don't necessarily express it in the way that people would traditionally think. But I'm very aware of anger issues I have because I have an 8 wing. Now, with all that being said, this is, to me, really helps summarize a difference between Enneagram 4s and 7s. I would say that by default, Enneagram 4s are pessimist. I would say that. And they are very much in touch with their negative emotions, where 7s are not. So I would say Enneagram 4s, by default, have the scarcity mindset, that there's never enough and there's definitely not enough for them. They see an empty glass. It's not half full, it's empty. And then for the Enneagram 7, we have, like I said, even if it's only halfway full, we've got more coming. There's always enough. It's an abundance mindset. So I think that's interesting. And this is the simple point of this video, is that I think by default, Enneagram 4s think that there's never enough. They never feel that they're special enough. There's never going to be enough for them. Enneagram 7s say, hey, there's plenty to go around. Not only do I have enough, I have plenty I can share with you. So ultimately, Enneagram 7s have an abundance mindset, and by default, it means we're not very in touch with our negative emotions, and that's our growth. Enneagram 4s, way in touch with their negative emotions because they think that there's never enough, and their growth is to realize if there's not enough, then it's your job to figure out a way to get enough, because there really always can be enough. Most people want to recognize what the problem is, but not enough people want to actually be that problem solver. And they want to leave it up to somebody else. Funny thing is, we could all be problem solvers. Your comments belong right here.